Steve McQueen, the king of cool. Steve McQueen was more than just a Hollywood superstar. He was an icon of style, rebellion, and raw charisma. Nicknamed the King of Cool, McQueen's rugged masculinity, effortless fashion sense, and passion for high-speed racing made him a legend both on and off the screen. In this video, we take a deep dive into the life of Steve McQueen, his meteoric rise to fame, his influence on men's fashion, his love affair with cars and motorcycles, and the enigmatic personality that still captivates audiences today. Early life and rise to stardom. Born on March 24, 1930, in Beech Grove, Indiana, Terrence Stephen McQueen had a troubled childhood. Abandoned by his father and raised by a struggling mother, he bounced between relatives and reform schools, often getting into trouble. His difficult upbringing instilled in him a rebellious streak that would later become a defining part of his persona. After serving in the U.S. Marine Corps, McQueen used the GI Bill to study acting at the neighborhood Playhouse School of the Theater in New York City. His big break came in 1958 with the TV series Wanted, Dead or Alive, where he played the cool and calculated bounty hunter, Josh Randall. His performance caught the eye of Hollywood, leading to film roles that would catapult him to stardom. Hollywood career and iconic roles. McQueen's transition from television to film was seamless. His breakout role came in The Magnificent Seven, 1960, where he held his own alongside established stars like Yul Brynner and Charles Bronson. The film's success showcased McQueen's unique screen presence, a blend of quiet intensity and effortless cool. He followed this with The Great Escape, 1963, where his portrayal of the motorcycle-riding prisoner of war cemented his status as a Hollywood superstar.
All American officers so ill-mannered, 10 days isolation Hills.
Captain Hill.
20 days.
Right. Oh, you'll still be here when I get out.
Cooler.
The famous motorcycle chase scene, where McQueen performed most of his own stunts, remains one of the most iconic moments in cinema history. In 1968, McQueen starred in Bullitt, a film that revolutionized car chase sequences in Hollywood. His role as the no-nonsense San Francisco cop, Frank Bullitt, combined with the legendary high-speed chase in a Ford Mustang, solidified his reputation as the ultimate action star. McQueen continued to dominate the 1970s with roles in Le Mans, 1971, The Getaway, 1972, and Papillon, 1973. His performances showcased a raw authenticity that made him one of the highest-paid actors of his time. However, McQueen was selective with his roles, often turning down major films, including Apocalypse Now and Dirty Harry. The king of cool, fashion and style icon. Beyond his on-screen presence, McQueen's influence extended to fashion, where he became the epitome of rugged masculinity. His effortless style blended classic American and European influences, setting trends that remain relevant today. McQueen's wardrobe was simple yet striking. He favored tailored suits, Harrington jackets, turtlenecks, and perfectly fitted denim. His ability to make casual wear look refined set him apart. Whether he was wearing a three-piece suit in the Thomas Crown Affair, 1968, or rocking a Barracuda G9 jacket in Bullitt, his fashion choices embodied an effortless coolness that men sought to emulate. His love for Persol sunglasses, desert boots, and Rolex watches, especially the Rolex Submariner, cemented his status as a style icon. Decades later, his influence can still be seen in modern men's fashion, with designers and brands drawing inspiration from his timeless looks. Racing and love for speed. One of McQueen's greatest passions was racing. He wasn't just an actor who played racers on screen, he was a legitimate competitor. His love for motorcycles and cars wasn't just a hobby, it was an obsession. McQueen competed in numerous off-road motorcycle races, including the legendary Baja 1000 and the International 6 Days Trial, ISDT. He often used the alias Harvey Mushman to race without attracting Hollywood attention. His 1971 film Le Mans was a passion project that showcased his deep love for endurance racing. While the movie wasn't a box office success, it gained a cult following and remains one of the most authentic racing films ever made. McQueen performed many of his own driving stunts, and his involvement in the production solidified his reputation as a true gearhead. In 1970, he finished second in the 12 Hours of Sebring race, driving a Porsche 908. His ability to compete with professional drivers proved that his talent behind the wheel was as real as his on-screen persona suggested. Personality, the rebel with a cause. McQueen's tough exterior masked a complex personality. He was known for his rebellious attitude, often clashing with directors and studio executives. He had a strong dislike for authority, which stemmed from his troubled youth and time in the Marine Corps. Despite his tough guy image, McQueen had a soft side. He was deeply passionate about humanitarian work, supporting charities and helping troubled youth. Later in life, he became more spiritual, embracing Christianity after being diagnosed with cancer. His personal life was equally fascinating. He was married 3 times, including to actress Ollie McGraw, whom he met on the set of The Getaway. Their passionate but tumultuous relationship was one of the most talked about romances in Hollywood. McQueen was also known for his extravagant tastes. He collected rare cars and motorcycles, amassing one of the most enviable collections of classic vehicles. His love for adventure extended beyond the screen, as he enjoyed flying planes and living life on his own terms. Legacy and influence. Tragically, Steve McQueen's life was cut short when he was diagnosed with mesothelioma, a rare form of cancer linked to asbestos exposure. He sought experimental treatment in Mexico but passed away on November 7, 1980, at the age of 50. Despite his untimely death, McQueen's legacy endures. His films remain classics, his fashion sense continues to inspire, and his rebellious spirit lives on in pop culture. Actors like Daniel Craig, Brad Pitt, and Ryan Gosling have cited him as an influence, and his name is still synonymous with effortless cool. In 2017, Ford paid homage to McQueen by releasing the Bullitt Mustang, a modern tribute to his legendary car chase scene. His estate continues to license his image, ensuring that the King of Cool remains relevant for new generations. Steve McQueen was more than just an actor. He was a cultural phenomenon. From his legendary movie roles to his timeless sense of style, his passion for speed, and his enigmatic personality, McQueen's influence is still felt today. He was a true Hollywood rebel who lived life on his own terms, and for that, he will always be remembered as the ultimate king of cool.
What do you remember most about your childhood? You didn't go very far. You didn't dig school. I know that.
Oh, I liked it all right, but I had to get out and earn a little bread. I had to get out and earn a living.